Well, hello. It's Vegas Police, and I've gotten a couple of threats over the last few weeks. This one was January 10th, so this was actually a month ago. And this is supposedly the dinosaur's husband. I have no idea if it's the dinosaur's husband or not. This one has more credibility to me than the second one because this one is legal and they love to do the legal thing. They're out there slandering me and they're doing the legal thing. But anyway, you can see what this person wrote. And then you can follow my response exactly. I'm not going to read every word, but I think it's pretty funny, some of the stuff. Like when I said to him, well, the first time I met her, she told me you refused to touch her physically, which, he had to read that and say to himself, wow, my wife is actually telling people that the first time she meets people that I refuse to touch her, which is really part of the inappropriate behavior that she does constantly, that she then projects onto me. But I mean, it is a fact that she said that to me and to somebody else when she first met them. That's just a fact. The fact that I don't know is this her husband or not? But you can see that he's threatening me with legal action. And here is my response, including something that she said online. I know this is a he said, she said, but I use YouTube to just kind of remember what's going on. And I probably would have let this one go, but then I got threatened physically yesterday from supposedly the dinosaur's brother, which is right here. So this was a physical threat that I got. So this one I take a little more seriously. Do I really believe this is the dinosaur's brother? No, I do not. And you see it says supposedly the dinosaur brother. And the reason why I don't believe that it's the dinosaur's brother is because this human being says, stop riding her clit for attention, right in the middle there. So I kind of doubt that anybody would refer to their sister that way. This to me is one of her fans who has some sick, possibly sexual obsession with her, because you'll notice that right there, he kind of projected his objectification thoughts about her. That's the only way I can describe it. But this was a physical threat, and then this was my response. Basically, let's go. Let's meet right now. So I said to him several times, let's meet. And you can read my entire response. She posted that thing about the business community being sick of me, which is probably somewhat true, but saying that Circa banned me, or saying that the Fontainebleau banned me, or saying that Durango banned me, that's all a lie. I mean, the Circa reached out to me and specifically told me I was not banned. So that's just a lot of nonsense. And then we go down and you have my response. I mean, once you trigger me, it's just really not something you want to do. A lot of times on the live, I say that I'm a pussy, which I am physically a pussy. I mean, I'm not going to get in a fight with somebody where they could pull out a knife or a gun and do serious damage. But as far as fighting with my mouth, I mean, I'll just, especially in this particular scenario where I'm 100% correct, I will never give in. I mean, if you want to contact me and threaten me, let's just meet up, man. Let's meet up. Take your swing, pull out whatever you've got on you. I'll be videoing the whole thing and we'll get your ass straight to jail. So here's my response to this person. I mean, I just kind of doubt that this is her brother. Maybe someone can ask, is your brother in town? Is he threatening Vegas Police? Is your husband threatening legal action? The first one, again, I believe a lot more than the second one. But I like to document this stuff on YouTube for my own sanity. And I don't really have any long form ability on YouTube anyway. So maybe Mr. Irrelevant will pick this up and have fun with it because he's a total douchebag. And that might be something he'd be interested in. I'm not sure. Shout out to Mr. Irrelevant. You completely worthless human being. And we'll finish this up right here. Last night, again, I had to go out. And as soon as I go out, I think about the fact that this guy wants to meet me and do physical violence. And I just want to go. I want to meet him. I want to see what his physical violence is. I want to see what he's prepared to do. Because for me, it's just a gamble, really. I mean, it's just exactly the same thing. Let's see what you got. Okay, so here's the contest part of the whole thing. So if you actually read this, I'm going to have a contest. It's $100 to whoever can guess what the irony is here. Okay? It's not that easy. It's not going to be that easy to guess. Because here's the part that becomes ironic. Right here, I'm going to leave it right here. It's at the end. And it's right here. You see this part here? Did you know that Harvard, founded in 1636, is the oldest school in America? You see the irony? If anybody actually is able to put together the dinosaur, the reference there, and the whole thing, and tell me what the irony is, I will definitely send them $100 on PayPal. There's no doubt about it. If you actually get the second part of the irony, then you're mind-blowing. You're just blowing my mind. But you just have to get the first part, and I'll give you $100 of the irony that's here at the end. Vegas, Paulie, C.